If everybody is wise, wisdom will be common without value.
Feedback from the future.
I told 13-year-old kids, you heard that she was in the room. Who was in the room again? We have people in the room. 13-year-old kids. Stop gossip. You have succeeded 80%. If you can control the things you hear and see, if you can make up your mind that anything in this world will qualify for my time and my energy, you must raise a protocol of access that allow things, that allow people, places, and moments in your life. You must erect protocol that choose that for you. You have won. Do you know that as big as this social media is, you know what it has on me? 1 hour a day. I'm a thought leader. I need social media. Since my eye opened, I'll be humble. I'll tell you what opened my eyes. It's a documentary called Social Dilemma. When I watched it, I said, wow, there's no behavior I'm doing online that is random. Somebody is sitting down to choose my behavior for me. Wow, this is massive. You know those who told the stories? The real people who created social media, Twitter, Facebook, the real guys, the CTOs, not the CEOs, the real guys who were the engine. They were the one telling this story. Some of them said, none of my children have a phone. Because we know what we created. And yesterday, did you listen to my live yesterday? I spoke on attention. You are the product. Once you are not paying for the product, you are the product. There's nothing like I'm Googling for free. No, you are the product. Anything you are not paying for that you are using, believe me, you are the product. That's why you are not paying for it. Come on now. Does a phone pay itself to use itself? Because it's the product, right? When you are the product, you don't pay. It's called freemium. You get it for free, then we use your time and your energy and your focus. In other words, they are mining your focus. They are mining it. Is there something wrong with that? No. You to mine something. That's my own point every time. But for me, to be able to mine my own focus, there's a limit to why anybody should be mining me. So social media, and I have 6, it has only 1 hour on me a day. Ask those people who work with me. I don't stress. I don't post. I've broken all the rules of social media. I have suffered greatly for it. But the sanity I preserve and the creative engineering I preserve gives me comfort compared to what I'm losing. 1 hour a day. If you see me on social media, you catch me there, I'm doing only one thing, checking my DMs, because I'm loyal to my DM. On my DM, I check everything. All the stupid things blocked. The things that are necessary, I check. Nobody has blocked more than me. Once I see nonsense, I just block. About 2 weeks ago, I was dragged stupidly online by some people who say I'm criticizing Obi. One of them, those guys are crazy, Sha. One of them said, because in the video, they showed my bald head. He said, that bald head, that's where the wisdom fly come out. I fell down in my room. I laughed. I said, this guy is God. Only God will show mercy on these guys. I don't know where they find their humor from. Even me that they are dragging, I laughed to any length. He said, that bald head, that's where the wisdom fly come out. But it doesn't bother me. But I'm faithful in blocking. Nonsense, block. Nonsense. Somebody said, no, you should respond to them. I said, you don't understand. Debate is luxury in my space. You have to qualify to exchange my mind. Do you know who the person is? At times, some of the people dragging you. You can't believe that he's selling meat by one corner there. You can't believe it. That if he sees you, he'll be prostrating. He's hiding his weakness behind the screen. That's the person you have to pay attention to. Some of them are ram sellers. So I don't have time for that. Sincerely. Sincerely. Do you get what I'm saying? But take out that thing out of your life. You will make, do you know you have made many promises to yourself? You broke as many as you made. You said, I won't do it again. You did it. Today, it's only 1 hour. Before you knew it, 6 hours. Condition that thing. Me is 1 hour. I check all my DMs. When I'm done, if I still have time, and I rarely do, I go to my, what is it called? Timeline. Then, if I see anything I like. Pam, pam, pam. 1 hour is an alarm. No matter where I get to, there are people here you can testify. I was chatting with you, I just disappear. It's because 1 hour. The next time I come, I'll continue. That's it. At times, if you don't continue yourself, I've forgotten that I was chatting with you. I'm gone. At least I'm not a celebrity. I've tried to answer. I've tried to be there. That's all I can offer. If you take out gossip, because every time you are on social media, 95% of the time you are in gossip. You are exchanging with data you cannot use, that cannot profit you. You are in an act of gossip. If you can take gossip out of your life, you have succeeded 80%. Then I know you are big. So I just need to talk to you about your habits, where you want to go, and I know whether you are big or small. But the big comes to you when you can tame that. All right? Let me tell you this. Instagram, I'm reading this. Instagram scaled to 1 billion users on the back of infrastructure borrowed from Facebook. Are we clear? Structure is leverage. Uber structure is not a cab company. It's a logistics algorithm sitting on the top of venture cash. I took that. So when you see things big, don't admire what you see. There is depth. There's something there that keeps that thing awesome. So big is not size. So when you think small, you are not modest. A lot of times, this is what I wrote. Small thinking wears the costume of caution. You hide your fear under "I'm being wise." So I wrote this down. Fear loves to pretend it is wisdom. Most modest thinking is just fear with PhD in excuses. You tell yourself all the narratives that doesn't add up. So my test, ask yourself the question. Is this decision small because it is wise, or because you are scared of failing loudly? I wrote a book on this, a whole book. So I took this from my book. A love affair with failure. Because in the real life that you and I are living, there's nothing called failure. Nothing. Nothing called failure. I hope you can understand that. Should I explain that to you? Read the book. There's failing, but there's no failure. Do you know the opposite of life is not death? I hope you know. Because everybody will die. What is a consequence, or no, what is a reality for everybody cannot be the consequence for not living life. Because the wise and the fool will die. So that cannot be the consequence for not living life. The opposite of life is purposelessness. That's the opposite of life. And the opposite of failure is not death. It's not death as well. Sorry. The opposite of success is not failure. The opposite of success is death. Because it is only when you die that you cannot succeed again. As long as you are alive, the potential for success is always present, regardless of your age, no matter how many mistakes you have made. Opportunity once lost can always be regained. Always. Opportunities lost goes into your future to multiply. It requires your audacity to believe it is in your horizon. And as long as you stay true to that commitment, it visits you again and again. I believe every opportunity in your life will visit you at least 7 times in your life. Every time it visits you, it comes back bigger. We lose. In real time, we lose. In bended time, all loss is profit. Failure is the now. No. Now, people, what it means is that once you fail, you should not be able to succeed again. Because a noun is the final name of a person, place, or thing. So this is a shoe. It's a shoe forever. It's a noun. Abuja, now, forever. Your name, Chiamaka, you are Chiamaka, that's you forever. New York, now. When you are a noun, you don't change. So if you are a failure, you should not be able to succeed. If failure is a possibility because it's a noun, repentance should be impossible. Restoration should be impossible. Return should be impossible. Anything should be impossible. If you fail and you are able to bounce back, you never failed. You were never a failure. If failure is true, I say now, somebody should not be an armed robber yesterday and an author in 2 years' time. Somebody should not be a persecutor of Christians and be an apostle to Christians some years down the line. Once you have been a failure, you should be there for life. So on your worst day, your worst experience is failing. And failing is a verb, meaning that it's continuous. So I can be failing. I can never be a failure. And in your failing state, it means you can be successful tomorrow. So your breath is proof there's something higher to conquer. As long as you breathe and you are alive, the possibility of newness is always in view. And it's always in range. It doesn't matter what you have done, how many people you have killed, how many people have raped you, put their hand under your blouse, abused you, whatever they've done to you, as long as you are breathing, newness is ahead. Not just newness that even every villain in your history will come to honor and respect. The same people who abuse you will come bowing at the sole of your feet. The only thing nobody can do for you is to honor your own story. Accept your journey, honor your story, trust the future. That's it. Okay. Do you believe that though? I'm the testimony. 12 years in the university. You know, God is so humorous. You will have thought somebody who was in school for 12 years, maybe he can still have some strength. Knowledge will not be one of them. Hello? Maybe he can have sex. Maybe he can sell house. Maybe he can make shoe. He couldn't pass. In my fourth year, I had 52 carryovers. 52. In my first year, my first semester, I had 9 carryovers. You don't understand? You will have thought that even if this guy will have a future, maybe he'll be selling cars. Do you get? Maybe he'll be making clothes. Maybe he'll go and sing a song. It can't be that it's knowledge. Man. See God. It's now the same knowledge that God is now using to manifest this man. So, nobody needs to tell me, Olakunle Soriyan, first in class is not first in life. I know it. Listen, that one, I wasn't told. I lived it. You don't understand. I lecture professors with PhDs. They're taking notes. This is my theory on the law of the loophole. Season of usefulness, state of existence, phase of development. I've taught it to the futurists. These are the best thinkers. Showing them that invention is a science, reproducible attitude. It's not happenstance. I justified it when I finished. Standing ovation. I walked out. The next speaker is PhD. The next speaker is PhD. The next speaker is PhD. You don't understand? You know, I don't carry doctor in my name. You don't want to imagine how many honorary PhDs I have. There are too many. I just can't allow my relevance to be defined by an office or a title. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't call myself pastor. I don't call myself. My name is Olakunle Soriyan. You know, some people are so even poor. You say, my name is doctor. Your name is not doctor. You can say, I am doctor. You shouldn't say, my name is pastor. Have you seen people talk like that? I hear it a lot. My name is pastor. At times, it's blinded romance. My name is pastor. Your name is not pastor. Your name is Olakunle Soriyan. If you want to include the title, say, I am Olakunle Soriyan, doctor. Do you understand? Say, I am Olakunle Soriyan, pastor or apostle, like they did it in the Bible. Paul, an apostle, not Apostle Paul. Hello? There's nothing like Apostle Paul. That's our own lingo. There's nowhere in the Bible they say Apostle Paul. What they said is Paul, an apostle. They separated the person from the office. We make the office the person. Okay, let me read this. I captured this as well. I'm coming, sir. Airbnb. How many of you Airbnb? Airbnb's founders were broke, jobless, and renting out air mattresses. Everyone told them it was not scalable, in quote. That's code for this idea scares their conformity. That's what it means. Now, Airbnb is over $100 billion empire. Lesson, modesty doesn't move markets. Audacity does. Did you get that? Number 3, bigness is measured by impact, not size. 1,000 followers can be making $2 million, and 10,000 members can be flowing in penury. It's not in the size of bigness. Do you know people are popular without any money in their pockets? Because they focus more on size instead of impact. There's something called traction. I define it differently. There's acceptance. But traction is not just followership. It's followership plus purchasing power. In other words, the proof of purchasing power is acceptance. I didn't get to that when I was talking about attention. I'll flow into that tomorrow. Attention is not just that people are following you. It's that they are following you with their money. So when you are popular and you can't convert, you can't convert that strength into, you can't monetize it. You are not, you don't have, you are popular, but you don't have traction. You understand? When you have traction, money is following that popularity. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is an excerpt from PKALONE Abuja, a 3-part strategic transmission available exclusively inside Illuminate, PK's private mentoring platform for leaders, builders, and serious thinkers. If you understand that proximity to the right intelligence changes trajectory, then you already know this is access. The full experience goes deeper. Frameworks, context, and the kind of clarity you won't find in public conversations. For those who are building at scale, navigating complexity, and refusing to live on autopilot, Illuminate is where the real work happens. Visit PKIlluminate.com to subscribe. Access begins at $60. Step beyond inspiration. Enter alignment.